Hi everyone, this is Beck from Clutterbug Craft Corner. Today is October 30th, day before Halloween. I'm very excited. Halloween is an awesome time of year. I love fall, I love Halloween, although it is supposed to snow tomorrow in Illinois. Yeah, snow. I got married on Halloween. My birthday's the next day. I think I've told you guys this stuff before, but it's exciting to me. Anyway, it's like 9 o'clock at night here. Long day again. Had to set up my, I did the setup of the sale, but then I had to do the pricing. I told you guys about the estate sale business, so I was doing pricing today. Thought I was going to finish, did not. We're like halfway through. We have a few hours left, so I can't decide what day we're going to go because Friday, Saturday, Sunday are the sale days, so we'll see how that goes. But I promised I would get the video out. I promised I'd do the giveaways. I found more things to give away because why not? I have a lot of stuff and I'll never get to it, and I think it's going to be fun. Today I want to talk about, this is number 3. Did I say it's number 3? I'm going to get better at this. I think I am getting better at it. I want to talk about finishes, whips, my haul, a couple stories when I was at the store, and then about the giveaways. Let's see how many times I go to fix my glasses. I have them off to the side. I don't have contacts on, so I'm staring at myself blurry. I'll probably try to adjust my glasses several times. And the normal sniffling from allergies. Can't help it. Have cats. Not supposed to. Nobody cares. I want to thank you guys. It's going a little slow because I'm learning the stupid algorithm stuff, but I really don't care. I'm having fun, and as one person pointed out, I am not talking to myself. I'm at least talking to one person, so that excites me. I don't care. So we'll see how it goes along the way. But I wanted to, we'll start with finishes. Those are, I have not that many. There's just a handful, and they are ones that I've done from quite a while ago. Some were easy for me. Most of them were easy because they're 14 count Ada, which I do 2 threads over 1, and that's just, to me, that's the simplest way to do it. So I have, and wait till you see the things I do to these poor things. So I didn't know that you shouldn't use masking tape because that's what I was taught to do. So I've advanced. I got a serger from one of my sales many sales ago. No one bought it. There were 2. Somebody bought one and the other one looked so alone, so I took it home. I'm like, I'm going to learn how to use this serger. Yes, I am. No, I did not. Now I've moved up to painter's tape. I use the blue tape instead. Or no tape. One day I will learn to use the serger. Squirrel. I wanted to tell you guys that today's Flosstube is actually about cross stitch. There won't be anything much about knitting or quilting at all, really, except for if I just mention something about the sale or a giveaway, something like that. But I just have a handful of projects that I'm going to show you, and then some haul, and all of that is not even any of the 3 related. More so, I would think it'd be cross stitch related because I have cross stitch ideas in mind to put things on things. Okay. Anyway, this one is called, it's just a learn a craft. It's laundry today. I bet you it came from Michael's or Joann or Hobby Lobby, one of those. Maybe even like a Walmart or something. I wouldn't know because I grabbed it from one of my sales. It's on 14 count, white, Ada. All of these, unless I say different, are going to be 14 count Ada 2 over 1. All DMC, called 4 colors. Just simple. And they'll all be wrinkled like this and have ring marks because I still do it. I leave my stuff in the hoop, and I've heard you guys say, don't leave it in the hoop. Take it out of the hoop. Take it out of the, what are those, nergy? I don't know what they're called. I'll get my hands on one day. Yeah. Take them out. I don't listen to anything you guys say, and then I wonder why stuff doesn't go right. But anyway, That's a nice, tidy, little clean one. I'll probably hang that in the laundry room someday. I did that quite a while ago. The next one is, oh, my daughter loves Garfield, and I got this book from one of my sales. Uh-oh. It's a Garfield. It's from 1978. That's exciting to me. 1978. That's a year before my husband was born. He's like 10 years younger than me. Yeah, I know. So I did this one for her. I changed the colors a little bit actually on that one because I chose blue because it looked like sky. Here's my masking tape. Oh my gosh. And here's Garfield. I might put a saying on this. Yeah, he didn't have a saying. I might put a saying on here or something she says all the time. And the backs of my work are kind of decent when it comes to the 14 count. That's not horrible. I'm learning. I am learning for sure. You should have seen them before. You didn't need any batting when you went to frame it because it already had a rat's nest back there. I've never framed anything. Not yet. I did on my own a little bit, but I took it back out because it was just temporary and it was a mess. Okay, and then I've done, where are we? Garfield, Precious Moments. These are horrible. So some people say they wash their stuff after they stitch it. So I did that. Not a fan. Won't do it again. Not to mention how wrinkly it comes out. And it pulled a lot of the stitching from the, whatever that shiny stuff is from DMC. But this one I think I did the called for colors on. That one's for one of my daughters. The older daughter, Dana. And then this one is for Lily. I wanted to make her boots black with yellow stitching. Oh, hi. I wanted to make her boots black with yellow stitching to be like Doc Martens, because she likes her Doc Martens. And I changed the cat color to black and because I would like a black and gray because I have a black cat. And I was going to put a snarky saying on this, like, you know, buzz off, I'm introverting, or I'm busy introverting. We're gonna do something like that. I think it's fun to take some of the Precious Moments things and kind of turn them a little, you know, a little snarky. I think it's fun. And then the last one is, okay, my husband made fun of me for this one. I thought it was absolutely adorable. And then, oh, this one I got from, I don't know. It was a PDF. I probably got it on Etsy. If I ever find it, I will let you guys know. It says, don't make me poison your food. My kitchen is tastefully Halloween all year long. Like a little bit of fall, a little bit of Halloween. Mostly like witchy stuff, and I don't know. To me, it's tasteful. I'll show it to you sometime. But he's like, I said, look at this. I made Don't Make Me Poison Your Food. Isn't that funny? He's like, yeah, real funny, because you don't even cook. Thanks. Okay, so those are finishes. I don't exactly know what you mean by FFO. I'm assuming it's framed and finished. I don't know. I don't have any of those, and I don't know if I ever will. I'd like to. Don't know if I will. The next thing I have are some whips. I have 3 that I'll show you. And actually 2 of them I haven't really been working on much, because one of them I told you about, it's a gift for someone for this Christmas, and it's not going to happen, and I'll tell you why. I'll show you why. Other than the fact that I'm doing a monogamous stitch of a test stitch in a full coverage, which I'm also going to tell you about because I have questions for you guys, and if you can help me out with this part of it, that would be awesome. because I really don't know what I'm doing, and I'm learning, and I'm making a lot of mistakes, which is fine, of course, but it'll be fun to ask people questions and see what they do in certain cases. Where are we? I think I want to show you. I take notes now. I'm taking notes now. My notes look like chicken scratch. Yeah. And I'm like trying to figure out where I am. I should probably cross things off as I go, right? That might make it easier because like I did all this. Okay, whips. All right, so Halloween Bouquet by Sharon Pope. I think I bought the PDF. I don't know. I got it out of a magazine, maybe? Not sure. But this is it. I'm not sure how I got my hands on it. I feel like I may have bought the actual pattern and then just took a copy of it or had it in a magazine. I bet you it came out of a magazine by the way that it printed over here. I bet you it's from a magazine that I still have. But anyway, that's that. And this is on, I tried to check it. I believe it's 28 count. And I'm doing 2 over 2. It's a linen. I know some of you will know what it is because I cannot remember what it means when there's that orange, the orange line there of thread, but that tells you something. I can't remember if that tells you even weave or, I can't remember. No, it's not. Is it? I don't know. It's linen. I'm a little confused. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm learning. From now on, I'm going to do the index card thing, or at least on my copy of my pattern, write down exactly what it is. But I do know it's 28 count. I do know it's 2 over 2. I do know it's all the called for colors, and it is a grayish fabric, and some of you can probably tell me what that means. I know at the shop they told me at one time, but I don't remember. But that's as far as I got on that. And again, it's in my in the hoop, and I even leave a needle where I do things like this that we're not supposed to do. And it probably doesn't irritate me as much because I never finish. Or when I do, I just throw it in the finish drawer and they sit there and pile up and I don't actually do anything with them. The first time I go to gift somebody something that means something to me as far as giving it as a gift, I will likely be mad at myself if I don't do whatever you guys say to do. That was Halloween Bouquet. And then I have, okay, so number 2 is this here. Okay, so the first reason I'm not finishing this is because of the next one that I'll be sort of talking about to you about full coverage one. The first reason is, okay, I bought this at, I think I bought it from them. I bought it from Tomorrow's Heirlooms in Glen Ellen, Illinois, where I'm from. Stony Creek. It is from 2020. And I love cardinals. You know, they mean something special to those of us who have lost loved ones. We just have a belief in that the cardinals are coming and keeping an eye out for us, because at least I think that a little bit of their spirits are scattered about, and maybe they're taking their time getting where they're going and they just kind of come visit you in bird form. It sounds funny when you say it out loud, but I like to think that. Anyway, here's another masking tape start. Was I smart enough to write any of this one down? I don't think I was. I would tell you where this bag came from. I think I got it for spending money, or I don't think I bought it. I think they sent it. And maybe this is where I actually got it, and that's what it's called. Love Crafts. It's been a while. Hold please, because I feel like I wrote it down. Okay, maybe I didn't. No, I did not. I thought maybe I wrote it on one of the copies. Anywho, it's a mess in here. I know it's linen, and it is that, again, I'm learning terms and stuff, but is it that white shell linen? It's crispy. You can tell that I don't like it by the look on my face. It's crispy. I'm not a fan at all of whatever this is. And so I started it. I took it apart, or at least the inside. I think I left the outside. I can't tell if I should be doing these 2 threads over 2 stitches, or 1 thread over 2 stitches, 1 over 1. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, and everything I'm trying, I don't like it. And so I'm thinking maybe it's just this that I don't like. I also tried doing it in hand, and of course I suck at that because I really, really want to do in hand, but I distort the fabric as I'm doing it because I didn't have it in anything that, you know, like a hoop or anything. It doesn't look good at all. Like, not at all. Not at all to me, at all. I don't like it. I don't like the fabric color. I'm starting to not like any part of it, so I'm like, okay, we're not going to do that. Then, where did I just put that other one? Okay, so then we went for a darker color and a softer I want to say this is not a linen. It's more of an even weave. I don't see any of the flecks or anything in it. The holes are all pretty much on top of each other. So I don't think it's a linen. Still has masking tape and a needle in it. And I got this far, and what am I doing? I'm doing 2 over 2, 2 over 2, and it looks like this, and I think it looks awful, in my opinion. I don't know what it is. It looks messy and tight. It looks tight. Am I pulling too hard? Am I using the wrong size needle? I couldn't tell you if this is, I don't know, 26, 28. Look, it almost feels like a 28. So it shouldn't be because the needle is the wrong size. Unless you really don't want to, can you pull 2 threads through it? I mean, I'm doing it. But should you be pulling 2 threads through a 28? I don't know. That's one of the questions I have for you guys. And some of these stitches, what do you call that when you just do half a stitch? I don't know what I'm talking about here, but instead of doing a full cross, you do a half cross. Now those I don't mind. Those don't look bad. They don't look so bulky, and they look nice and neat and flat, which that's what I'm trying to go for here. But I don't think I can do the whole thing like that. And it calls for some of the stitches to be half stitches and then some to be whole crosses. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think I should do, because I'm not going to do this for this year now. I got so frustrated with it, and plus the next thing we're going to talk about is the test project I'm doing. I signed up for a test project for someone who's opening their shop up in December, and I'll tell you about her once it's all up, and I can show you the project I'm doing, or did, or it will be finishing. So it's a full coverage. It's a full coverage, and it has a lot of greens. It's supposed to look like a stained glass feature. And so what I guess we call it confetti. It's confetti galore. Like, you're changing thread constantly. I don't know. I've heard people say, like on the Facebook groups that I'm in, I've seen people post their progress on their full coverage, and I'm just like, oh my God, I want to try that. Do I have the patience for it? Can I figure out what I should be doing? This one's fun because the girl who is kind enough to give away a pattern if you do the test for her and finish it, and she even lets you finish it in whatever format you want. Just don't just show it like, you know, with your tape and everything on it. I'm not doing that on that one. I actually have that one in a frame, a scroll frame. Okay, so some of you say, I see comments like, first color down, blah, blah to go, or I'm almost done with the, you know, my first color. And I'm like, so am I supposed to be stitching all of the same color first? Is that better to do? Do you start left to right, top down, bottom up, left to right? Like, I don't know what I should be doing. Center? Do you do? And then I'm thinking, if they're doing all one color first, my guess is you're going to do all of the first color, the one that is the most, you know, has the most in there. Otherwise, I would be screwing up left and right, no joke. Like, I can't even do it if I forgot how I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it left to right. I try to do everything right to left because if I'm doing it, I like to go on top. You know, I do most of my stitching on top. And I notice when I go from my right to my left, I can do continuous X's all the way across. When I do it my left to my right, I have to turn it sideways and do it, and then it kind of bump up a little bit more than they should. And if I keep it face forward, I have to do the pull, you know, use both hands or pull through the back. Anyway, what do I do? Should I be doing all one color? Maybe I'll get it done faster because I've been working on this for a long time and I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere, and I don't think I'm going to be done in time, which she's not a stickler for the set time because she has so many and so many people have finished theirs that I think she has enough to get her going. And so maybe, you know, she won't put this one out right away until, you know, somebody, and maybe there's more than one. Maybe there's someone else who's doing the same one I am. I tried to pick one that I noticed no one picked so that she had, you know, a variety done. But I don't know if I don't think I'll be able to be done in time. Yeah, I'd like to know how you guys do your full coverages. Like, you know, give me some hints. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. That would be helpful for me. So those are my whips. Okay, fun stuff. I take my daughter every Monday and Wednesday to Naperville for neurofeedback. And we live in Minooka, so it takes us, depending on where we are, if we're at one of our jobs, sometimes it takes us an hour and a half to get there. And the only time she's in college now, but for the younger kids that this doctor, or he's not a doctor, I can't call him doctor, but he's amazing. He's the therapist. He only has evening appointments set up during the school year, and they suck because I have to drive in traffic. And Naperville is a big city. It's becoming a little Chicago, really, but you know, a little snazzier, more uppity. Anyway, so we drive there. I leave her for almost an hour, and there is a Michael's, a Joanne right by there. I can't hit both of them because I end up leaving her sit there for about 20 minutes waiting for me. So I choose, you know, one of them to go to. And then on the way home, after I've picked her up, I talk her into going Hobby Lobby with me. And especially now because stuff's going on clearance, Hobby Lobby does not have Halloween anymore. They only have Thanksgiving and fall. Whatever. Michael's and Joanne still have plenty of Halloween stuff. So I'm going to show you oh, I had to return a Christmas, no I didn't, Halloween tree. I bought a black tree. One I got at Michael's. It was like 60% off, and it was a lighted 6-foot black tree. You know, the tall, skinny guys. And then I proceeded to go to Joanne, and I found one there that was a 6-foot black narrow tree, no lights. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to buy both of them, take them home, see which one I like better. I liked the cheaper one better because it had no lights and it was matte. The little, you know, spiky doos are matte. The one from Michael's was a clear light lit tree, and the little spiky doos were shiny. I was not a fan of shiny. I want to hang cross stitch items on there, and I don't want the tree overpowering the little doodads that I put on the tree. So I took that one back. So I'll show you what I got. This is the haul. First of all, I got these. Well, okay, first I'm going to tell you the story from Michael's. Let me get my story straight here. Okay, yeah. First one is from Michael's. So I drop Lily off. I go to Michael's. I'm like, okay, I'm going to hurry up and return this tree. I'm going to just check and see if they have any more fall or Halloween stuff. Oh my gosh, they did. More fall than Halloween. Halloween was 70% off. Fall was 60% off. So I returned the tree, had the receipt. The box was still taped beautifully. I never took it out of the box. I did cut the clear tape, opened the box, looked inside, said, shiny. I don't want shiny. Closed the box, taped it back up with nice packing tape. And apparently somebody returned the same tree, 1 or 2 customers before me, to the same girl. And her manager was standing like 3 sections down from me. So after I returned it, I was standing around those 3 sections that had fall things 60% off, and I'm shopping it, and I hear them talking because, you know, she doesn't have any customers right at the moment, and she doesn't know I'm there. And she says, that's the second person that returned one of those black trees. What's up with that? And the manager says, really? I don't know. What reason did they, or what excuse did they give? What reason did they give? Something like that. And I heard that, and so I said, well, I don't know about the other person, but I just returned mine because I nicely opened the box and saw shiny, and I'm not interested in shiny. And I had gone to Joanne next door after I was here, and I saw one that was a matte finish, and I prefer that one. So I taped it back up very nicely, never came out of the box, and here you have it. And now I'm going to spend, you know, the credit I'm getting, or my money back that I'm getting, I'm going to buy other stuff. You know, I didn't say that part to her, but I did explain why I returned, and she goes, oh, yeah, okay. So, and I get it. I've worked retail. There's so many things people, some of us have done it. I'm sure that I have done it once or twice myself with a couple things. Like, oh my God, that costs too much money. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to use it one time. And if I hate it, I'm going to return it. We've done it. And they take it back because that's retail. That's what you do. But anyway, so I shopped around, and I don't know, I got 70 something back, and I spent 50 something. So I'll show you what I bought at Michael's. This is the first thing. Ow, it stabbed me. That's what I get for talking about people. This says trick trick or treat on one side, and then on the other side it says fall. And you can paint it, of course, or finish it. I don't know that I want to paint it. Maybe I'll paint one side, and then the other side I'll stain, and then do that. But all I see is where can I put cross stitch little doodads on it, and then put it on my porch or something. And then this one, these are all for next year, of course. And then this one says, "Welcome, foolish mortals." This one I may paint a little bit, and then probably try to cover up most of the skeleton with some type of cross stitch, and just leave the head and the neck or something. And then the other side is, it's blank. That's my favorite. It's just got this little trim here, and then it's blank. So I can put big piece, little piece, little piece, look. We can do whatever we want. Bows. Oh, dress it up, dress it down. So that, I love those. Okay, and then more Hobby Lobby. No, why do I keep doing that? Michael's. We're still at Michael's. Who are you? That's not Michael's. Oh, this is Michael's. Okay, now I'm okay. I'm getting their bad colors confused. That's my problem. Alright. I got this from the fall section, 60% off. I am not going to do a darn thing to it. Aww. This one's got a big old crack in it. See what happens to me? Look at that. Didn't even notice it. And I think there was only one other one left. Either I will wood glue it. Maybe have my... What do I need him for? I can do this. Maybe move these up a little bit to snug that up. But I like this just the way it is, because we can put this, you know, on a wall and put our cross stitching in there. Maybe put like a little foam piece in here, and, you know, to keep them up a little higher. We can put fall leaves. Just picture it. Picture Sicily. No, I'm kidding. That's a Golden Girls thing. Anyway, just there's lots of things that you can do with this. But I'm going to put this on the wall in the kitchen. Yeah. So I'll do that one. And then I got this other one I thought was nice. So, okay. I'm a little old to be watching these shows, but I can't help it. I have 2 teenage daughters, and we like paranormal anything and supernatural anything and ghosty stuff, and we're very spiritual people. Not to any one religion. I've been a couple different religions growing up. I love all religions. I love all the beliefs of religions. We're not supposed to talk religion. I understand that, but you'll understand why I'm saying this in a minute. There's so many religions out there, and a lot of them, for me, they have been tainted by the politics of religion and the process and the, what do you call that? Is that like bureaucratic, blah, blah, whatever. I don't pay attention to that because I'm a hippie and all I want to do is love, 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 love. And that's the whole idea of it to me, is we all in the end want the same thing. Love, peace, and prosperity. And we'd like to think that when we die, it's just more than a dirt nap. You know what I mean? But anyway, we watched Sam and Colby, and they're going back to the Conjuring house for a week, and they're doing an episode a day. And I think we're on episode 3. Tonight might be episode 4. I don't know, because I'm going to look for it after I'm done recording. But anyway, so Sam and Colby. Oh, here, Sam and Colby, shout out. They'll never see this in a million. I don't even think their mothers would see this. Anyway, so the one, I won't give it away, but they were talking about the word love. Like they feel that a spirit was telling them about the word love. And there was meaning to that. And it made me, I'm like, see, that's what it's about. It's about love and trying to love everybody, even when they piss you off or they're schmucks. You just still try to love. Anyway, So then today, you know, in my mind, I'm like, whoa, that's calling out to me because I just watched that last night. So I'm going to put this on the wall, and then this is wide enough that you can set, you know, maybe 3 or one big one or 2. I don't like 2. I like 1 or 3 oddballs. But, you know, set cross stitch on top of that. Maybe just put them in a little wider frame, you know, like a base frame, and doot. Velcro them, whatever. So I like that. That was Michael's. Okay, so we just got new furniture. My husband booted out all my pillows and any blankies I had in the living room because we got rid of this huge wicker basket that was in the corner, hiding behind a ginormous couch that goes with his ginormous TV. And he got an ottoman. This furniture is way smaller, but it's cat proof or cat safe. We made sure they don't open and close, and some of them rock a little, but it's like on base, you know, almost like your chairs outside on the deck, the swivel rockers. You can open them, but he's going to dismantle the part that opens so nobody crushes a cat. But he got an ottoman, and it won't fit all that stuff in there. And the couches came with pillows already. So he's like, yeah. And he put all my stuff in my library on one of my tables. And he's like, you got to find a new home for that stuff. And I'm like, hey, that's not nice. So I have no home for those pillows. So what do? I bought a pillow. So stupid. So I bought this pillow. Okay, come on. It's 60% off. This will probably end up in the library. So I keep telling you I'll show you the library. I will. We'll do that around winter time. I love crows and ravens. I like birds, but crows and ravens, when you read about them and what they do and how some of them collect shiny things, and I don't know, they're just amazing little creatures. And this pillow, I don't know what it's made out of, but it feels really good. It's not too soft and squishy, but it's just enough. And the back is just nice cotton. You can almost stitch something on the back if you wanted to. Anyway, that might go in my bedroom for a little while. We'll see. And then I think, there's like 2 more. Just 2 more for Michael. My bathroom my Halloween fixation is kind of spreading out little by little into the rest of my house. I'm trying not to, but I can't help it. So my bathroom is like a purple, I don't remember what color, I think it's called Gothic purple. It's a powder room, so I made it look smaller by painting it a Gothic purple. And it was not, there was no Halloween anything in there until I needed a hand towel for the bathroom one day, and so I grabbed one that I use in the kitchen. I'm like, I'm just going to make this a bathroom towel now because I ran out and people were coming over and I needed to throw one in there. And I'm like, it's a Halloween one. And I'm like, oh, it looks good in there. I'm going to put some Halloween stuff in there. So I put a couple bottles and stuff in there, and the hand soap is the skull for now for Halloween. Anyway, so I got these. So I figured this one will go, it's just black. That will go in, and I might try to embroider something on it. I just thought of that. I just made that up right now. And then this one will go in the kitchen, which these don't last long for me. They're great towels, but we get them dirty, and as soon as I can see a few spots on them of oil or food, and they're hanging there, I'm like, well, gone. Throw it in the garage for shop towel, and then when that gets dirty enough, we toss them. But 60% off. And did I tell you I got a lot of those at my estate sales too, so no big deal. And then this, okay, so I got this for $1 because this beetle is in here. Wait, let me make sure I know what I'm saying. Yeah, okay, so I don't know, it was like 70% off. It was $15 originally, and I'm like, this is the last one, and he broke. Like, he's not, and I'm like, I'll give the bug to my daughter because she loves bugs. I'm like, his little horn's broken a little bit. Oh, he's missing an arm. I'm like, okay, never mind. this is kind of stupid. I'll just, you know, I want the cage. I'm like, I'll just open it and take the bug out. No, I won't. There's no way to open this thing. So I'm going to have to break this bug to get him out. But for $1, I figured I'd give it a try. You know, I'll try it. I might be able to break him up somehow and get him out. Or, I don't know how to open this. I'm probably going to go through a lot more trouble than it's worth, but I figured I'd try. If not, then whatever. But anyway, I did the sale, the greenhouse. I knew I was going to forget to go get that and tell you what it is. I'm working on it, so I will be showing it to you as a whip. But anyway, it's a greenhouse oddities. I'm getting them confused. Might be a greenhouse oddities. I will tell you about it because it is an amazing sale that most people I think are done with it, or a lot of people finished it. I am nowhere near finished because I stopped to start that test and I got really far behind. I don't know her name offhand, but I promise I will get that information because she deserves so many accolades. Oh my God, she did such an amazing job. She looks up, it's a greenhouse one, so there's plants, and there's all different kinds, and she looks them up, tells you the proper Latin term, and then what they are, how, you know, what they do, what the purpose is, and then there's just a bunch of cool stuff in there. But anyway, there's birds on the top of it, and it kind of looks like this. So I thought this would be cool once I'm displaying it to have this near it. That was a long story to get to that point, right? Yeah, that's okay. You guys have that little button that just makes me go blah, 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 blah. If you don't like everything I'm saying. Okay. The other story I want to tell you before I do the Hobby Lobby stuff is I had to go potty while I was at Michael's. So I had my 2 little wooden things I showed you in my coffee, and the girl was by the frame counter, and some lady was getting something framed. They were talking. I apologized for having to interrupt, but I'm like, can I put my stuff here while I go potty? She's like, absolutely. I go, I come back, I'm looking at my coupons on my phone. They're chitty-chatting. The wife's talking about how she's got to wait for her husband all the time to hang things because she hangs them wrong all the time. And girl behind the counter says, and I'm on my phone trying to mind my own business, but I couldn't help hearing what she said. She says, okay, this is what you do. You take a piece of painter's tape and you put it across the back of your frame. You mark where the holes are or whatever it is that you're, you know, how you're hanging it to the wall. Take the tape off, put it on the wall, pre-drill just a little bit, or mark the wall well enough so that you peel the tape off, boom, there's your holes, and they're perfectly lined up with your frame. Put them in, put the frame on, done. And I was listening to her, and I was off to the side, and I was just like, oh my God, that's brilliant. Why have I never thought of this? I deal with painter's tape on a daily basis in my business, and I'm on the walls with pictures all the time with my business. Those 2 things I see on a daily basis. I never thought of putting those 2 things together to say, why don't I ever just put tape on the back? Like, I thought that was brilliant. And she seemed pretty proud of herself too. It was so cute. I don't know how many of you knew to do that, but game changer for me. I don't have to wait for Russell to do it anymore. I could just put the stuff on the wall. Now, if it's going to be centered properly, that's a whole other story. But at least they're not going to be wonky this way. So those were my stories for Michael's. Hobby Lobby. I didn't get a whole lot there because it's only 60% off still. And I get so many things from my estate sales that I can't even 70% off of some stuff would not get me to buy it unless I really, really liked what it was, because I just get so much of the ribbon and all that stuff that I can make my own, and it's like free to me. So I just wait to get that stuff. But I could not resist this pumpkin. I have not seen this one. I like it. And this was I don't know, 35 bucks. So it was 60% off. It's pretty heavy. Very, seems made well. But again, I see this with, you know, cross stitch. Love it. And then we bought because I don't have enough material. I won't buy remnants anymore because I don't know how tall that cabinet is. It's taller than me, so it's got to be at least 6 foot tall and like at least 28 inches wide with lots of shelves. It's just got the, came from Menards. It's like a white cabinet and it has the 2 doors and it's just a huge cabinet full of material. There's bins on the floor in front of those full of material. Behind me I have a whole bunch of material. Need to stop buying material. Go to the remnants. I'm like, okay, unless I really, really like it, I'm not going to buy it. I really, really like this. I love daisies. And I like the color of this. I don't know if you could, ooh, the color's changing as I'm doing it. I don't know. It's kind of a greenish blue. More green, for sure green. Like, what do you call that? Aqua? No, aqua's more blue. But I want to make something with that. Likely a part of a project bag. And then whatever this is, I don't know, gray, white. These are my colors, and this is my jam. Whatever this, what do you call this? This kind of stuff. I love that. And there's enough in here to do something with the, either with quilt or bag, project bag. Quilt a project bag. And then the last thing I got at Hobby Lobby, this is a little bit of an embarrassing story. Not to me, I think it's funny, but to my husband, but he'll never see it. So I have my best friend, my closest friend, she, well, okay, there's like 3 of you. You'll know which one you are. Maybe 4 of you. Anyway, so, you know, the emoji things came out on phones years ago, and we were talking, my friend and I were talking about how our significant others send us emojis trying to be funny and, you know, a little improper. And so he would send me the eggplant, and we would laugh about it. So that's what she calls him. She calls him the eggplant. So my daughter and I are at Hobby Lobby. We're looking in the clearance section. I saw this and I'm like, this is going to be a gift from you to Russell. It's a kitty cat, which he loves kitty cats, and an eggplant. Aw, there's a little, what is that? It's a kitty. Is that a kitty behind a frog? What is that? I don't know. But it was on clearance for $5. So I thought it would be a cute little gag gift for him. Okay, so that is the haul, right? Hey, that's going fast. Talked about my glasses. I didn't fix them once yet, did I? The tape back frame, we talked about that. The Hobby Lobby, the Michaels, the funny story. Spent most of what I got back. Signs from Heaven, we talked about that. Full coverage, I asked my questions. This is, so when I was looking for a couple of the finishes, when I was looking for the patterns that I had on a shelf in my room, in my bedroom, there's this little basket or bin that sits in, you know, on the shelf. It's like a, what do you call those, armoire? Dresser? shelves, and there's 2 doors at the bottom, and there's a light up in the top. Anyway, I was looking around for these pattern books, and I forgot that I put stuff in here. It's like Christmas to me. I was so excited about the things I found. I can't even tell you. I forgot all about them. There are ones that I've spent good money on to get these. Like, oh my gosh, I can't even, oh, there's just so many. Here, like this one. Here's another one. This is Not Forgotten Farm. Do they have a year on it? I don't know. I got it from Tomorrow's Heirlooms. And it's Witches in the Air. There are witches in the air. There are witches everywhere. And then you count them. It's, it comes with, you need a 12 by 17 piece of 30 count old farmhouse linen, or whatever you use. I actually bought something from a place that closed down a few years ago. I bought my first piece of linen at a shop. And I ventured out, and I told her, how I really want to get into cross stitching again, and I've only done, 14 count, a couple that I showed you, and I really want to try something more advanced. And so I bought the piece of linen and had it for, I don't know, a couple of years, and then I found this, and I was so excited about it. So I did start this, and then stopped and started, because I don't know what it tells you to do, but I tried, for some reason I didn't know it's a thing, like that you could actually decide if you want to put 1 or 2 or 3 or however many threads you want to pull through a hole. Like, there's these rules and you're supposed to follow them. I didn't know that you could do 1 thread through a hole and then do 1 by 1, or 1 thread by 2. Like, there's, I didn't know all the choices. So I got, I think I got part of this done and some of the roof done, not anything else, and I don't know if I will leave it like that. I don't know how much I spent on that piece of fabric, but I may play around with it to really teach myself the difference between 2 strands versus 1 strand, 2-1, 2-2, 1-2, all that stuff. And play around with it when I have time, and try that and see what I like the most on something that's around, 28 to 32 count. Who is this? Oh, hello, Curdy. I'm surprised that we did. This is my first video where I didn't have a cat in the video. I hope that doesn't upset you guys. I know they're more fun to look at than myself. And then there were these things I got from a thrift store called Thimble It. No more sore fingers. Great for needlework, cross stitch. So I guess you just take this little silicone jelly looking pad thing and stick it to your finger. I don't know. Forgot I had them. So I'd like to try that. Oh, I paid 50 cents for all these little rub-on transfers for something. I have no idea what. Not a clue. It was at the thrift store. And there's so, oh my gosh, there's so much happiness in here. Oh hey, I found Krampus. I was going to show you Krampus before. So I'm going to, not today, but man, do I have a bunch of patterns to show you guys in here. Like a bunch that I didn't even know I had. I mean, I totally forgot about. And some of these are like freaking, why am I not doing these? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, look at him. He's good for, I wonder where I got this. I'm not big on winter, so I know I did not buy this brand new. It was either a freebie from a sale, or I paid probably $1 for it. Do we have a year? 2016 from the Stony Creek collection. Snowman Sentinel. I like this because I like snowmen. I like the hat. I like the heart. It reminds me of the Mad Hatter. I like the bird and the broom. I just like the colors. I like a lot about it. I don't know if I'll do whatever this is that they did with it, but okay. I'm not supposed to be showing you any of this, but I'm kind of excited to look through it, so I don't know how long we've been going. I can't see without my glasses. I don't know, almost an hour. Yeah. See, I don't only have all Halloween. Although there's a lot of Halloween in here still. Very excited about that. Oh, and then the other thing I wanted to show you, I found on that shelf that I pass every day and forget that it exists because my room looks like it blew up. I'm always in progress of moving things back and forth from craft room to bedroom. I actually had this room as my bed. So, excuse me. My husband and I, we don't share our bedroom because of my cat. Many years ago, I don't know how old she is now, maybe 15. I went to take our dog to the groomer, and I was waiting for the groomer. She was outside. She came in. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know you were here yet." I said, "That's okay, because this little kitty is just loving on my dog, and the dog's loving on the cat." And Love was a white dog, and this cat is a black cat. And she was maybe, less than a year old, but almost full grown already, I want to say. And I won't tell you the sad story of why she had her at the shop, but her and her sister got there, and the sister got bought. So she just asked for $50 to pay for whatever she had to pay to get the cat looked at, up to date on shots, and spayed or neutered. And I begged and begged and begged my husband for this cat. There was just no way I was going to go home without her. And I brought her home. He was so upset with me, but he instantly fell in love with her because he loves cats. He's just so allergic to them, like inhaler allergic. And, the world tells him, okay, go get shots, go take allergy pills. And he's like, I don't want to take all that medicine. I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I really love this cat. So we got the cat. So he moved into his own bedroom so that he can close the door and it's an animal-free zone. The dog, he was allergic to the dog too, but his grandmother passed away, and she said, "When I die, put the dog to sleep." We're like, okay, yeah, we're going to put the dog to sleep. No, we're not doing that. So we're like, this dog will probably only live a couple of years longer. Anyway, we're going to take this dog and we're going to give her, a great life for the rest of her life. We had her for quite a few years. So we kept her. Her name's Emily. She's got longer black fur. You've probably seen her in one of I think she's on my first video. Anyway, so we got that cat, so he got his own bedroom, and after a while, at first I was butthurt over it. I'm like, what the hell, you're just not going to sleep with me anymore? Like, that sucks. And, it was like 3 days went by, and I was like, I'm kind of digging this, actually. Like, he needs the room super dark. No, super dark. Like the, what do you call that? Smoke detector, whatever thing, has the tiniest little green light in it. And when he goes to sleep, he wants to put tape over it because it is so bright, it keeps him awake. And, no light, no sound. No sound. The only sound he'll have is like the air purifier that's in the room. And I'm the opposite. I grew up in a very volatile, traumatic lifestyle growing up. It kind of, the way I grew up kind of sucked in a lot of ways. So, I got all that anxiety, PTSD kind of stuff. So I need noise. You cannot leave me alone with myself. It's not a good idea. My brain starts racing. I don't know what that's called, but I can't stand it. So I need to fall asleep to listening to an audiobook or the TV. I prefer the TV because now there's all these videos out there that are like hypnosis, whatever videos. Sometimes I want to listen to those during the day to make sure they're not like, you're going to eat a box of Twinkies. Like, what if it's just somebody playing around? They're just YouTube videos. You can put anything you want out there. But there's ones for weight loss. There's ones for health. There's spiritual. There's all kinds of them. So I like those. I put those on, the volume kind of low, and set a timer and just let that go. When we used to share a room, I used to use this tiny little flashlight, and it had like low, medium, high. I had it on low, and I would sit there with it and read a paper book before audiobooks or the Paperwhite, the Kindles came out. And I would flip the page, and he's like, "Do you have to flip your pages so loud?" I'm like, "Are you serious?" So we're opposite. For sure we're opposite. So I'm like, he's like, when the dogs are gone and your cat is gone, because he has his own cat. We have a Russian blue, and he is not allergic to him at all. The only time he gets any allergy to him is when the cat is like nuzzling all in his goatee and like licking his face, and then he gets this little red bumpy rash for like a couple hours and it goes away. But he is not allergic to this cat. I'm like, oh yay, can we have 6? I'm excited about that there's a cat that he can have that can be in his bed and lay on him and he doesn't have a reaction to. I think that's great because he really does love cats. But yeah, so he talks about how one day we'll be able to share a room again. I'm like, what? Like, no, we're not. And I actually hurt his feelings. I didn't mean to. I just, like, you separated us, and now I'm used to it. Like, I can put my feet out. I could be Patrick Star. I can do whatever I want, and it could be light in the room, and I can make noise. And he snores, like, loud. He says I do too, but I don't know. I don't think it's as loud as he does, but I don't know. You'd have to ask my daughters because we're all on the same floor. Anyway, I don't know why I went into that story. I can't remember why. That was like on a whim, but it's just something funny to me. I think because we were talking about the cats. But anyway, so I was in my room is blowing up. Okay, so this used to be my room. This craft room used to be my room, and the master bedroom was the craft room because my 2 daughters like to do different crafts too. So we have a lot of craft stuff, and I'm like, it would make sense for the master bedroom. It has a big TV on the wall. We had I talked about a white table in one of my videos that I had, like a dining room table. We painted a lot of layers of white, and that was the craft room for quite a while. And oh my gosh, it was awesome. It was a big craft room, and I don't need that big of a space for my bedroom. I just need, this room was plenty big. But for whatever reason, while I was in here, I was having a hard time breathing in this room a lot. This was during COVID, and this is the room that I had COVID in. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. And now that I'm in here for like an hour here, an hour there, I'm okay. But back then, it was like awful. I did not sleep at night, and I would wake up like asthmatic. So I switched back to the master bedroom. So since then, I've still been like deciding, well, this is going to go in this room, that's going to go in that room. So anyway, that little shelf I was talking about, I pass up all the time because that room's a mess. I found this book, and it's called Knit Notes, and it is from either I got it from Half Price Books. I may have gotten it from Half Price Books, or again, I would have gotten it at one of my sales where it didn't sell, or I bought it at a sale I went to, probably for $1 or $2. But it's cool because it says explore, design, create, and then it has like, you put your project, you put all your notes, and I know some of you have these for cross stitch too, and quilting, all your projects set up in there. There's projects, there's graph paper. Like, I thought this was cool. Will I ever use it? I don't think so. I just thought it was really cool. Who knows? I may decide to put this thing in one of my giveaways someday if it sits around for a long time, because I feel like it should be used. It's really cool. And who knows if I'll ever get to use it. But there's all kinds of stuff in here. This is more, you know, toward knitting, but that's my main passion, knitting. I don't know. I took a break from it for a while. I don't know. I still do it, just not as often. Like before, that's all I did. I'd wake up in the morning with my project next to me and look at it and start knitting it before I even got out of bed. Usually, I fall asleep knitting. And when I fall asleep knitting, like I'm making like, say, a scarf, a rectangle scarf. And then I wake up the next morning and it's like, and I'm like, what did I do? I started doing like short rows in my sleep. I don't know. I don't know what I was making. Like, was I making something that I was, maybe I started making a sock. I don't know. And I'll do several rows like that. Like, how long was I sleep knitting? I have no idea. It's pretty funny. If I ever do it again, I'm going to take pictures and show it to you guys, because it boggles my mind how I do it. I literally will be making something, following the pattern, watching the TV, sitting there Indian style on my bed, knitting, and I feel myself falling asleep, and finally I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, oh wait, I made a mistake. And then I'm like, okay, I better do it again. Okay, wait, I think I made a mistake. And after enough of that, I'm like, okay, I better just put it down. Put it down. And whenever I go back to it, sometimes it's the next day, sometimes it's not till like 4 or 5 days, a week later. And I look at it, I'm like, what the hell was I making? No clue. Oh yeah, that's pretty funny. Anyway, woo, I'm well over an hour. I want to talk about, okay, so this will be the last thing I'm going to talk about for tonight, because then I'm going to need some time to go ahead and, you know, fiddle around with the video, make sure if I have to do any edits. I don't think there's that many tonight. I don't think I did the nosy flicky thing or anything horrible tonight, so I think we'll be okay. Here's where we might fumble a little, because I want to talk about giveaways. Like I said, I have the estate sale company. I have a lot of stuff. There will be some things that I want to give you that are new. There will be some things that are from estate sales that I think somebody might like. I know this is a Flosstube. I know it's about cross stitching, but I also like to quilt, and I also like to knit. Crochet is on the bottom of that list, but I do like it. And I know a lot of you out there talk about the same thing. You'll talk about 3 to 4 different crafts that you do. So I think the way we'll do the giveaways is when we'll do it where you'll tell me in the comments the giveaway that you're interested in. If you're interested in all of them, just say all of them. But if you're interested in one specific one, just, you know, let me know that. I mean, I have to wing it a little bit until I get the hang of it, but whatever it is, however it works out, you'll get, if you're the winner, you'll get your item. I just have to figure out how it all works. I've never done a giveaway yet, and I for sure need to figure out that the generator thing that everybody talks about. So that'll be what I'm doing in the next couple days. So whoever does win, you'll know by the next Flosstube, or maybe if I can figure it out fast enough, I can let the winners know who they are by the end of my sale this weekend, before I start setting up the next sale. Anyway, I have 3 things I want to give away. And I have, so from my first video, I showed you guys a haul. Was that my first video? I think so. This was in the picture when I learned how to do a thumbnail. I had gotten these from Joanne, when they were 50-60% off. I bought 2. I bought 2 of these, and I like the inside too. I like how it looks, and it's like a little magnet. So I will give away this guy, and for him, tell me what craft you do and what craft you're interested in trying that you haven't done yet. And if I have anything for that craft, I will put some goodies in this box. Okay? And then I'll send that out. That's 1. 2, I talked about in, I don't know what video. Man, I'm up to, this is going to be video number 6. Woohoo! I'm getting the hang of this. I talked about, I think it was the one where I was talking about, my business and stuff I get and all that, and I was just showing you a bunch of stuff. I said that this one was going to be in the giveaway number 3. It is, oh, and I also said I think this is definitely from, oh no, that's a different one that I said was from China. But anyway, this one's called D108 Birds Gather in Garden. It says Ecology Cotton Floss. 14 count, 2 strands, cotton fabric, cotton thread, needle, and instructions. And I think I said it's never been open, but now this is the second time it's open, because I think I showed you guys the floss card. Yeah, I did. That's the floss card for it. They're pretty colors. It's cotton, but it's kind of shiny like silk. I don't, unless I just think it is because it's nice and neat. I don't know. It looks good. And it just has a 14 count white Aida in there, so of course you can put it on whatever you want. And I'd love to see whoever wins this, if you ever get to it, I'd like to see how it looks, because I think it's really cute. So this will be the second one. Second giveaway. The third one, so I told you guys about So Yeah, the family in, I believe, Vegas, that does live YouTube sales on fabric. And it's not cheap fabric by any means. They have all of, they get Tallulah, they get Moda, they get all the names that mean something to everyone except me, because I don't know what that means. And when I see fabric, I'm just like, whoo, I see fabric, I like it. So I don't know the difference. I'm not advanced in quilting by any means. So I don't know the difference. I can feel the difference, but as far as working with it, washing it, or any of that, I have not gotten that far in my quilting to know like what is best to work with. But anyway, I like watching them. I haven't watched them in quite a while. I tried the other day, because you get a text message like, hey, in 2 hours we'll be doing our new fabric sale, $12 to $15 a yard. And then on another day they do like, hey, here's the clearance one, and we got $6 a yard. And then they do some bundles, and they do all kinds of fun stuff. These guys, they're awesome. Again, they'll probably never see this, so they don't know I'm giving them kudos, but who cares? I really like them. They're awesome people, and they treat everybody that watches them all the time, or they just treat you like you've known them forever. And they talk to you, they think you're funny, or they answer all the questions they can. So like 2 of the brothers will be doing the shtick, is what I call it, because they're funny. So, you know, they'll be showing all the material, and then a third one sits by the computer and reads all of the comments, and then and takes care of the ordering, because you will just say, you know, they'll say like, we have 5 of these, 1 yards of these, and then boom, 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 whoever responds first gets them. And they're so cute because my last name is Esposito, which is Italian, but everybody thinks it's Spanish or Mexican. So when I get phone calls from, you know, different places that have to call you Mrs. Esposito, and they have the Soya brothers, they have all been to different places in Central America, and so they also say it like that, Esposito, and I'm like, that's so cute. It's just Esposito, like it's a Z sound, but it's cute. Anyway, this will be the 3rd giveaway. This one is quilting, although I guess it doesn't have to be quilting, because some people use fabric for, you make your project bags, or you could put it as a background in a frame with your cross-stitching stuff. Like, that's something else I don't know anything about because I've never done it yet, but I've seen people talk about it and do it. So anyway, these are, I thought that they were kind of neat because they're fall colors, and I couldn't find any Christmas ones I was willing to give up that I actually have, because I have very little Christmas anything. So the couple that I have, I actually want to make project bags out of. But these, they were, so I forget how they do them. You bought so much, and I bought a pattern from them that is an amazing oh, do I have that? Oh, bother. I'm not going to know where it's at. What do they call it? A triangolo? I think that's what they call it. I will show it to you. I bought the pattern. It is it's supposed to be really easy. Of course, I haven't made it yet. But it's like a pillow. Yay big. And it's kind of like, you know, shaped like this. The 3 sides. And it's like about this wide. And it's like a great neck pillow. In the car, in the plane, on the plane, whatever. So I bought that, and I bought fabric that I wanted for it. But then you can also get surprise fabric. I got surprise fabric, and I got colors I love, but probably nothing I would ever use to make it. So there's 3 of these. Look at the way they fold it. Oh, it's so sorry. I'm so sorry, because I don't think any of these have their the ends, you know, I didn't get the end of the bolt. So I don't know who made it, but I can tell you it's not something they would sell at Joann or Michael's or whoever still. No, Michael's doesn't even sell fabric anymore. You're not going to see this at Walmart. It's good fabric. So it'll be this guy. This is like a brown. And this guy here. And this piece here. And they're all, what do you call these? Is that a fat quarter? It's a fat quarter? I don't know. Yeah, right? So, and you're not going to hurt my feelings if nobody wants, you know, because, you know, like out of all 30 something of you, if nobody wants these, you're not going to hurt my feelings. You know, I can wait until the next one and throw something else out there. But these are the things I chose for this time. Now, of course, what I would love is for you to like and subscribe if you are seeing this, you know, my channel for the first time and don't subscribe yet. I would like you to like and subscribe. And I'd like you to tell me one thing I can do to improve on my videos. One thing, because there's probably quite a few things I can improve on, but we're only on number 3 and number 6 video, number 3 Flosstube. So I did hold up 3 fingers. Okay. This chair you can adjust it, and as high as it goes, my feet dangle, and I'm still not high enough. And I don't know. I put this thing on this. I think I showed you this little triangle pillow thing I used to keep my patterns on. I put the tablet in there, and that's how I film, so you guys see a lot less of me the way it is. I have something behind it to even like try to bring it forward a little, but whatever. I've learned to turn whatever I'm recording on sideways. I think I got that down for the most part now. I've done it twice so far where I forget. Someone told me, oh, and I didn't check it today. Oh my gosh, hopefully you guys can hear me. I feel like I'm pretty loud in general, but they say, you know, like somebody told me to make sure that my volume's up, because, and then I mumble. I know I mumble sometimes because then I'm like talking to myself more than I'm talking to you, and I got to stop doing that. But anyway, tell me one thing I can do to improve my videos, or something that you'd like me to talk about more, or something you'd like me to talk about less even. Constructive criticism is absolutely welcome here. I don't even care if you're snarky. So what? I don't care. I might say something snarky back, but with a smile. Yeah, and then of course, don't forget the one that is the box. Don't forget to tell me the craft that you do. I assume it's cross stitch, and then a craft that you haven't done that you're very interested in trying, and I will put some little lovely things in there in the giveaway. As long as they're not 10 pounds and it's not going to Canada, we should be okay. A lot of people only send stuff to the United States, so my guess is because the shipping would be astronomical. So I'm going to also keep it within the States for now until I figure out a way to do it differently. Yeah, I think that will do that. And then I'll figure out the generator thing, and I think that's it, really. Oh, I'm fiddling with something in my pocket that I wanted to show you. So my daughter bought this, it's a pop socket for your phone, the back of your phone, and it broke, and she can't get it back on there, and she doesn't want it anymore. And it's a moth. It's a moth. Everything I see that's like this, I automatically see needle minder. I am going to try to break this off. Hot glue, magnet, needle minder. I have lots of things like this. That, like some of the things I think I showed you guys in a video before. She bought a couple things from Michaels or Joann that were pins. And I'm like, I can break the back of that pin off and put magnets behind it. I have like little magnets. And I can make a needle minder. So when I do make it, I'll show that to you. See if it worked. Okay, guys. So I think that's everything. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you watch them all the way through, because sometimes I'm putting my little bloopers at the end. I don't have any bloopers today. I did a good job. I didn't do any bloopers. I don't think we even stopped the recording at all. No, we didn't stop at all today. So anyway, that is everything. Oh, in the giveaways, you know, the old don't say anything about giveaway in your comments. Don't give me any of your information in the comments. When you win, I guess you have to email me. I'll make sure that I am set up with all that information in the in my channel. As soon as I figure all that out, I'll look at that in the next day or two, and give me, once I let you know you won, that'll mean I already got all that in order, so I know what I'm doing, and I just have to ship it out. So it'll be, you know, a few days. I need to get through my estate sale this weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then in between that one and setting up my next one is when I'm going to make sure that that's all done and they'll be sent out. And I'll let you know, of course, I'll do a video right after that sale. I really don't think I'm going to have much time to do any before that. Maybe there might be a couple, what do you call those, reels, shorts, whatever. I don't know, I might pop something on just because something stupid happened or funny happened. But other than that, it'll probably be next week, in the middle of next week. So yeah, don't put anything about giveaways. You don't want any of those spammy things happening. And yeah, that's it. Have a great Halloween if you celebrate Halloween, or just have a great day, whichever. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the comments. I'm finally figuring out how to find them and answer them. So if you don't get an answer from me, it's because my phone's not notifying me and I don't know that there's a comment. I'm getting the hang of that. And that's it for today. That was more painless than the other ones. I wasn't as nervous, and I don't think I stuttered as much. I'm having a lot of fun with this. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you. Take care. Bye.